Welcome to the pre-market analysis show. We're gonna get rocking and rolling. 25th here. All right. So we were live trading on Friday morning, and pretty much the whole morning was spent chopping back and forth down here at the lows. Now we did get a pretty good signals back and forth here, right? So this is where for the level to level traders, it probably worked out pretty decently. I just don't like to be so range contained. Again, I like more of the moves where the volume's pouring in and we're getting a launch somewhere or a breakdown somewhere, or I like failed breakdowns at the lows. Now, we did eventually get a failed breakdown, but it took a long time. It didn't happen until 12:30. All right, so there's the upper and lower bands. Shouldn't be any surprise. All right, lower band, we're kind of riding it to the downside down here. So we did get kind of a nice little A-book. Now we are kind of forming a downtrend, right? So a break of this macro trend could be pretty big to get us back to the upside. So there would be a lot of areas of confluence here. Again, a break of this downtrend. All right. So if we break this downtrend, first off, we've probably crossed inside and outside the band here, which we have. If we break this long-term trend and then push through, you could take maybe a small buy on the break of this trend, but then we would need continuation through 33.27. Right, 33.27 would then be required to get through 34, back up here to the upside. But again, gold's looking pretty bullish to me. All right, so I'd just be cautious. I'd be a little bit more cautious on sells. There we go. There we go. All right, so everybody should know this by now. We're going to review A-Book's price action. We're going to develop a context of the market, right? Where are major and minor levels of support? We want to be looking for areas where we can see failed breakdowns or potentially loss zones, depending upon where we are in the market. Obviously, at the upper end would be the opposite of a breakdown. We would have a breakout. All right, we want to see if there's any location being set up. Are we in a supply or demand zone? If we are building up supply, right? If supply is being built up, that means we're at an upper end zone and sellers are building their positions. If we're in the demand zone, buyers are building up their positions, looking to break out to the upside. All right, now price action is going to dictate when and where we take positions. We will draw out a couple scenarios of that.